As the world intensifies its efforts to curb the spread of the coronavirus, the Chinese embassy here in Kenya has issued a directive to its staff and all Chinese companies stating that anyone arriving from China must exercise self-isolation for 2 weeks and adhere to strict health examinations. CGTN's Nagila visited one family who was separated over the past few weeks and reunited after the quarantine period elapsed.
At this apartment block in Nairobi, New Xiao Kun, a mother of one, is preparing a special breakfast for her husband. He's been in self-quarantine for the past 2 weeks since returning from China, and his family have not seen him in that period. But his wife says it was the right decision.
Oh, I feel safe because it's for him and for us and for all the people in Kenya.
Since the outbreak of the virus, the Chinese embassy in Nairobi has ordered all returning Chinese nationals to go through a strict health examination and self-quarantine.
Whatever they have symptoms or not, to isolate themselves at home for 14 days.
Once the meal made up of dumplings is ready, New and her daughter Alita take it to the apartment next door where her husband has been staying.
Hi, Alita. How are you?
The reunion is even more emotional now that the family is sure Jiang does not have the virus.
Actually, it's quite boring during this time because I can't go anywhere. I just stay at home. Even open the door, it's a pressure for me because I don't want any problem, any risk of the spread of the virus.
He'd visited the company headquarters in Beijing for an annual meeting and returned to Nairobi on the 4th of February. Currently working on a project in Zimbabwe, he says he threw himself into his work, sometimes having 10-hour days. The only contact with his family was by phone.
I get up early at 8 o'clock, sometimes even earlier, because I have to coordinate my colleagues in China, my technical people, and my financial people. Although the virus is still a challenge, for the time being, work and life have to be continued anyway.
And what do you like about Kenya?
I like Kenya very much. Actually,
Later in the afternoon, they attend an event publicizing the importance of self-quarantine in controlling the spread of the virus. As yet, there's been no confirmed case in Kenya. Nagila, CGTN, Nairobi, Kenya.